Okay, I'm going to show you how to use New Zealand Grapher to get a confidence interval and so that you can interpret your confidence interval. This is a graph that it will go on your internal. So it will be the second graph that goes on your internal. The only other graph that goes on your internal is this. So the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to use the Kiwi bird data. And then we're going to create a sample from the population. So this whole big thing is population. We're going to grab a sample from that population of about 200 individuals. We'll use 200, random sample, pull it out, and there's our sample of 200 individuals from the Kiwi population. Then we're going to do a bootstrap confidence interval graph for this. So we go down to here where it says graph type, about, and we go to bootstrap and we're going to use the bootstrap confidence interval median. So we're going to use that. You'll notice over here nothing happens because we haven't selected variables. So we're going to, the first variable that you select always has to be your number variable. So it could be weight or height. We're going to use weight in kgs, and we're going to break this up into gender, males and females, so we can compare the two groups within the sample. And there it is, boom. Okay, so this constitutes original sample up above here between females and males. And then what we did was 1,000 resamples, which are bootstrap resamples. And what we did was we created a distribution of the differences between those 1,000 resamples and their medians, the difference in their medians. So in our sample, our single sample that we did, the difference between male and female weights, and remember they always take the group that has the biggest median, so females, and then minus the male. So this is how they calculate it for our sample, and this is how they calculate it for all the 1,000 resamples. We have about 0.67 kg difference, where the female is weighs more by 0.67 kgs than the male, because female minus male, right? So we have that, and then we do the 1,000 resamples, and then we get our confidence interval created, our 95% confidence interval. So you're going to grab this entire graphic, both the sample and the confidence interval, and you're going to place them after you watch this particular video. You're going to place it in here on this page, and you will practice, create a confidence interval for the Kiwi data using NZ Grapher, and then you're going to write an interpretation of that CI that you see there based on the notes that we have from previous day. So in the previous day, you were to watch both of these videos and then have a look at how we interpret the graphic from the confidence interval for when we have two positive numbers in the confidence interval, and then what happens when we don't have two positive numbers. We have a negative and a positive number in the confidence interval. And up above here, it tells us basically how we interpret that for this particular situation, and then you were to finish this off and to write something equivalent to this but with a different confidence interval. So hopefully you've done that and I've had a look at it. And then your job is then on today is to basically do this kind of interpretation with your graphic on this page. So that's your homework to be done.